Hello everyone, welcome to back my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. General Hospital, GH. Spoilers hint that Ava Jerome, Maura West, is blackmailing Alexis Davis, Nancy Lee Grahn, and reveling in her good fortune. But how long can this siphoning scheme last? Alexis has plenty of dough thanks to being the overseer of the Cassadine fortune, but Ava is starting to get cocky. And you know what they say about pride and falls? Ava has a partner in crime, Rick Lansing, Rick Hurst. They are blackmailing Alexis because they know her daughter Christina Corinthos Davis, Kate Mansi, tried to kill them. Fans are speculating like mad about how they think Ava's scheme comes to an end. On the one hand, Damian Spinelli, Bradford Anderson, is on the case, and he managed to get some key intel for Alexis, but it came too late. He located the car that Chrissy tampered with, but alas, it was moved before Alexis could get her hands on it. Alexis was disappointed that the car was gone, but she's not out of options yet. Maybe she'll have Spinelli keep searching for the missing car, or she could go another route and have him dig up evidence from another source. Will Spinelli be the one who leads to Ava's blackmail demise? There's someone else who could end Ava's blackmail, and that's Christina herself. What are the chances that Christina does the right thing and comes clean? Honestly, little to none. She has shown no proclivity to think straight nor act right. In Christina's case, the window to do the right thing is closed, because the best indicator of future behavior is past behavior. Full stop. But the gravy train may be stopped due to a third person's intervention. Lucky cowboy Spencer, Jonathan Jackson. Lucky knows what Christina did, but out of misguided loyalty he stayed quiet. That could all change if he decides to do right by his baby mama Liz. He is skating on thin ice by keeping what he knows from Liz. Curiously, Liz said something on the Thursday, May 15 episode that could be a hint of how things will turn out. She admitted to being in love with Lucky, not noted that he always leaves her in the end. Tell us, GH fans, do you think that Lucky will be the one to reveal Ava's secret, and then leave PC to avoid Liz's wrath and disappointment? Drama is exploding in Port Charles as Elizabeth Weber, Rebecca Herbst, finds herself caught between the man she once loved and the dangerous secrets he's determined to expose. With Lucky Spencer, Jonathan Jackson, back in town and already in deep with the likes of Ava Jerome, Maura West, things take a drastic turn when Lucky detonates a blackmail scheme that could send shockwaves through the lives of several core families, including Liz's. Could this be the final straw that sends Elizabeth walking away from Lucky for good? Lucky's return starts off rocky. Lucky Spencer's return to Port Charles was supposed to be low-key, reconnecting with his children, checking in with his mother Laura, Ginny Francis, and possibly rebuilding a relationship with Elizabeth. However, in true Spencer fashion, Lucky has a knack for finding trouble before the dust even settles. Lucky's past few years working underground with a WSB offshoot brought him into contact with dirty operatives, cartel bosses, and a piece of information that links Ava Jerome to a blackmail operation involving someone close to Elizabeth. Instead of handling it quietly, Lucky's impulsive sense of justice leads him to take matters into his own hands, and things get messy fast. Ava's dangerous leverage, and who she's targeting. Ava Jerome has made many enemies in Port Charles, but few expected her to set her sights on Elizabeth Weber. According to sources close to the situation, Ava acquired a damning piece of evidence tying Elizabeth's late husband Franco, Roger Howarth, to a previously undisclosed art fraud ring. While Franco was believed to have reformed, this alleged connection threatens to destroy his legacy, and by extension, Elizabeth's reputation at GH. But Ava's not doing this for fun. Word is, she's been using the info to keep a much bigger threat at bay. A secret she's hiding involving Nicholas Cassadine, Adam Huss, possibly even his not-so-dead status. Lucky catches wind of the scheme and, without telling Elizabeth, confronts Ava head-on. Lucky's plan backfires spectacularly. In classic Spencer style, Lucky's attempt to save the day goes sideways. He leaks the blackmail material to a third party, someone with connections to Sonny Corinthos, Morris Bernard, hoping it'll force Ava to retreat. But instead, the move makes Ava more dangerous. Ava retaliates, threatening to release everything she knows about Franco's alleged dealings. Elizabeth is blindsided when she's called in for questioning at the hospital board, forced to defend Franco's name with no idea what's happening. That's when she discovers what Lucky has done, and she's furious. Liz's loyalty versus Lucky's hero complex. Elizabeth Weber has spent years rebuilding her life after Franco's death, protecting her boys, and maintaining stability at GH. She doesn't take kindly to being blindsided by the man who once swore to put her and the kids first. To Liz, Lucky's actions feel like a betrayal, not just of her trust, but of her family's peace. She confronts Lucky in an emotional showdown at her house, demanding to know why he went after Ava without even warning her. Lucky, ever the idealist, insists he did it to protect her, but Liz isn't having it. "You don't protect someone by dragging their past through the mud," she says through clenched teeth. "You protect them by standing beside them, not going rogue behind their back." Lucky tries to reason with her, telling her he couldn't let Ava use Franco's name as leverage. "I was trying to take away her power," he says. "And in doing so, you gave her even more," Liz fires back. Elizabeth ends it, for good this time. As the emotional storm builds, Elizabeth makes a heart-wrenching decision. She tells Lucky it's over, not just the rekindling of any romance, but their friendship too. "You came back into our lives like a whirlwind, and all you've done is stir up chaos," she tells him. "I don't want that for my kids. I don't want that for me. We're done, Lucky." Though visibly shaken, Lucky doesn't fight her. He knows he's crossed a line, and in true Spencer fashion, the damage is already done. As he walks away from her house, there's a sense of finality in the air, at least for now. Ava tightens her grip, but on whom? Meanwhile, Ava isn't backing down. Her scheme may have been exposed, but it's only made her more calculating. With Franco's name no longer a viable threat, she turns her sights towards someone else. Perhaps Elizabeth's son Jake Weber. Rumors suggest Ava may have leverage related to Jake's time under Helena Cassadine's influence, something he barely remembers, but Ava could exploit. If true, Elizabeth's nightmare may be far from over. And if Nicholas is alive, could Ava be using Jake as a bargaining chip to keep that secret buried? Sam McCall steps in and sides with Liz. In a surprising twist, Sam McCall, Kelly Monaco, finds herself aligning with Elizabeth. Though their history is riddled with tension, especially where Lucky and Jason are concerned, Sam knows what it's like to be blindsided by Spencer men and double-crossed by Ava Jerome. Spoilers hint that Sam begins digging into Ava's blackmail network on her own, using her PI skills to uncover the full scope of the operation. What she finds could not only help Elizabeth, but also expose Ava's deepest secrets. Could this unexpected alliance lead to a long-overdue friendship, or at least mutual respect, between these two women? Lucky's next move: redemption or exit. After Elizabeth cuts ties, Lucky disappears from Port Charles for a few days, leaving Laura and the kids worried. When he finally resurfaces, it's clear he's been doing some soul-searching. He visits Luke's old haunt on the outskirts of town and leaves behind a letter for his mother, possibly indicating he's leaving town again. But before he goes, he makes a quiet visit to Jake, Cameron, and Aiden, offering heartfelt apologies and some long-overdue fatherly wisdom. It's bittersweet and leaves the door open for a possible redemption arc down the line. Whether he's leaving for good or just regrouping, one thing is clear. Lucky Spencer is a man torn between the past and the present, and for now, the past has cost him everything. What's next for Liz? A new chapter, or old flames? With Lucky out of the picture, and Ava looming as a still active threat, Elizabeth will have to decide what kind of future she wants for herself and her family. Will she pursue legal action against Ava, Will she dive deeper into her work at GH to cope with the upheaval? And with Jason Morgan, Steve Burton, back in town and slowly reintegrating into Port Charles society, is it possible Liz's path could cross his again in more than just passing? Jason has always been a complicated figure in her life, but right now Liz could use someone who doesn't act without telling her. Or will a completely new romance enter her orbit, perhaps a doctor, a widower, or a blast from her high school past? Thanks for watching this video, and please subscribe our GH News 24 YouTube channel for more update news.